What's up, guys? So, I'm in a great mood. I have a bunch of fake tattoos, as you can see. I have one on my leg. I got a new chair. This chair is a Herman Miller, and it costs more than my first car cost by about 4 times, which is absolutely ridiculous. Do not spend this much money on a chair. And it's a beautiful sunny day here in Miami. So I'm in such a good mood that I wanted to make a video. And I was thinking of different video ideas, right? I could talk about crypto, I could talk about sales, I could talk about marketing, we could talk about women, we could talk about anything, right? But because I have such a good heart, I want to show you guys the easiest, foolproof way that a monkey could follow way to make $10,000 a month minimum within 3 to 6 months every single month for the rest of your life. So a lot of people struggle with money, right? I struggled with money at one point. There's a lot of people on my social medias that message me every day like, hey, how do I make 10K a month? How do I do this? How do I do this? And guys, there's so much noise out there that it's hard to decide. Step 1 is deciding and picking a route and then going after it. And a lot of people don't even get past that step. So in this video, and we're gonna jump on my computer, the easiest, most actionable, straight to the point way to make $10,000 a month every single month minimum for the rest of your life. So I honestly think this video will change a lot of lives. So I'm not gonna waste any more time to talk about it. Let's go ahead and jump into my computer for a little bit. And I wanna tell you guys a little bit about how to do this. What's up, guys? So we're in my computer and we have this beautiful, super aesthetic, fancy Google slide presentation. But for real, guys, this is 100% the easiest and probably the best way, it's most valuable, most worth your time method to make $10,000 a month, okay? So we'll go ahead and I'm not even gonna make this big, we'll just do it this way. Guys, step 1 is understanding why you want to make 10K a month, okay? The point of 10K and why that's usually people's goal is that is your post-tax $100,000 a year. That's your 6 figures, your pretty 100 with 6 zeros, okay? So people love that mark. It's a good mark, but guys, it shouldn't be the end all be all. You should aim much, much higher than that, okay? The timeline for this method, let's be extremely realistic here. This is not gonna be ooh, you can get rich fast. Guys, it's gonna take you a little bit of time, okay? If you can't dedicate at least 3 to 6 months to this, it's probably not a good idea for you to try. But if you have the time and the Slack notifications coming in, if you have the time and you really, really want this, 3 to 6 months, honestly, you could achieve this within a month or 2, but we're gonna be extremely realistic, okay? So how do you do it? How do you make $10,000 a month? And what is this easy, super simple way that I'm trying to tell you guys? It's high ticket sales. There is no other way and there's no better way for you to make at least $10,000 a month every month for the rest of your life than sales. Specifically high ticket sales because it's much more bang for your buck. You get a lot more time value out of that, okay? So guys, like we've talked about, high ticket sales, I'm a big fan. Obviously transitioned from agency to high ticket sales, and there's a reason for that. For you to build a legitimate agency that keeps clients, and you're not just selling and then you burn a client and then you repeat. You're a salesman at that point with trying to do service delivery. For you to do that takes a long time. It is not like a super easy road. For you to become a really good high ticket closer, you could do it within 3 to 6 months. At that point, depending on the offer you sell, $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month is 100% plausible. It's extremely possible. I've done it myself. I have a ton of friends who've done it. With that being said, I want to focus on this rather than an agency or e-com or something else, because high ticket sales, unlike any other business model, is extremely cash flow positive. You have 100% margins. What you make is what you make, and your time that you're trading for money, because it still is time for money, you don't really have assets yet, is still extremely valuable, even though it is that. So let's jump back into this. Guys, there's 3 steps to do this, okay? Number 1 is you need to learn how to sell. Guys, learning how to become good at sales, there's a million different ways to do so, right? You could buy a course, you could buy a coaching and a training, kind of like we have at Closer Cartel. You can watch it on YouTube, you can read books, you can do whatever. But the one thing that I will tell you guys is, though there is a lot of information, being able to filter through that information and practice live is the most important part. So whether you learn from someone like myself or somebody else, that's totally fine. But I want you guys to realize sales is not one of those things where you can just read and learn and read it like a book. You need to put it into practice and you need to actually apply it in order to get good. There's so many little nuances and situations that happen. It's like if you wanted to learn how to play basketball and all you did was read about it and you never actually went in the gym and put shots up, okay? Sales is the same way. So the best ways and places for you guys to learn sales, I would say obviously Google, YouTube, books, and courses. I mean, at the end of the day, courses are going to save you a lot more time, especially if you want to hit a 3-month sort of run rate at this. Courses are going to save you a lot more time. Just make sure whoever you get a course or a training from, they actually close, they're good at sales, they have real clients and all of that. So number 2 is finding a good offer. So this is maybe as important as your skill, is having a good offer to sell. Even myself, I'm extremely good at sales at this point, and if I sold a bad offer, I would still struggle, because at the end of the day, the market decides what they want, and if they don't want something, it doesn't matter how good you are, unless you just scam people, you can't sell it, right? So how do you find a good offer? Where do you find a good offer? There's a couple of ways, right? So number 1 is you can come into Facebook and hop into some of these groups. For example, this group right here, master the number 1 high income skill. This guy might try to sell you a course, surround yourself with entrepreneurs, blah, 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 whatever. The reason we want to be in here is because people post job opportunities, okay? So the one thing I will tell you all, especially with these Facebook groups, we'll find one here really fast. Right here, female closers looking for a relationship coach. This is the offer price, this is your commission, $700 per close. Imagine if you guys can just close one of those a day. That's $700. If you work a 9 to 5 right now, it probably takes you like 2 weeks or a week to make $700, when you could do it in an hour of a conversation with high ticket sales. So for example, this is obviously only female closers, but if this was something that applied to you, let's say you are a female, you would message this person, you say, hey, I'm interested in the job opportunity. From there, this is your difficult spot, okay? This is the part you have to kind of get over the hump. They're gonna ask you, what's your experience? Obviously, you probably don't have any sales experience. So for you to get an opportunity like this, you have to either be really good at convincing people, you have to show that you have really good potential, or you have to kind of take a bad offer at the start and work your way up. And I'm gonna be real with you guys, like obviously, unless you are in a program like Closer Cartel, you're not going to come into the world of sales as a complete rookie and get the best offer. It just doesn't happen, okay? You'll have to work your way up, which is totally fine. But let's scroll through some more of these. So a lot of these guys, and here's the other thing I'll add, there's a lot of scams and there's a lot of sort of phishing posts in here. You want to avoid those. You want to completely avoid those. If you have to pay to close, like someone's like, oh yeah, we're looking for closers, but it's $1,000. You are the customer at that point, you're not the closer, okay? Don't do any MLM stuff. How to land a sales opportunity with 0 experience. I'm guessing this guy's gonna try to sell you something. Be confident, be hungry, show grit. That's not how you do this. See, like there's a whole lot of just bullshit posts on here. Guys, this is not how you do it. Let's find an actual job post.
Get this beat untagged for free at freebeats.io.
Inbound. Reach out to customers. Cool, so this may be a decent opportunity, except this guy, and nothing against Indians, but a lot of these opportunities from India are super low quality or they're scammy. It's like telemarketing or something, right? So you would just keep scrolling through. Sometimes you're not gonna find anything. This guy's trying to sell you stuff. Looking for an appointment setter and a closer. So guys, an appointment setter is somebody who, you're not closing deals, you're more of like, you get a lead. Hey John, saw that you booked a call with us. Would love to get some information and see if you're a good fit. And if we think we can help you or we think there's an opportunity to work together, we can go ahead and book a time to speak tomorrow or something like that. That's what an appointment setter does. Good intro to sales, right? If you have no experience and you kind of have to get your foot in the door, this is a really good intro. But for this one, heart-centered life coaches. Life coaching, pretty good offer to sell if the coach is reputable. I think this industry is all like fugazi, whatever, but people buy it and people love it, and it's easy to sell because it's very emotion based, right? The best offers to sell, in my opinion, as a beginner, are extremely emotional, because people that are emotional tend to not make great decisions and they're easier to close compared to somebody who has $100,000 and is looking for a particular kind of investment with a certain return and numbers and KPI and all this stuff. You're not going to talk that guy into something with emotion. It's going to be logic and numbers, right? Which is a lot harder. So let's say we found this opportunity. Boom, you guys apply, you would message them, hey, I'm interested, would love to learn more. Send them a video of you like introducing yourself, get hired, whatever, okay? So what do you do next? So we go back to our beautiful presentation. Number 3, you close deals and you work up to better offers. So guys, to be realistic, again, 3 to 6 months timeline, what we want to do within that timeline is, number 1, learn sales. So get as good as you possibly can before actually taking live calls, right? Practice with yourself, read, study, absorb a ton of information, and try to really boil it down to an actionable type of education. Number 2, you need to get an offer. If you can't get a good offer, get an entry-level offer and work your way up. Number 3, you need to close deals and you need to work your way up to better offers, okay? If you're a beginner, let's say you're a young college kid, right? Which is a lot of the people that message me this stuff. If you want to get into this and you're like, hey, I'm hungry, I have a ton of time, I can put a lot of work into this, I just need a path, I need a blueprint, right? This is your blueprint. Get a shitty offer, learn sales, close some deals maybe, and then once you have that reputation of like, oh yeah, I've actually closed 10K in deals or whatever, you can get a little bit better of an offer or a little bit better of an offer, and up and up and up until eventually you're selling offers that are $100,000 and you make 10 grand off of one close, right? Even though it's 3 to 4 calls, it's still amazing. So this is the easiest, most foolproof way that I can give you guys. And again, it's not exciting. Like, this is not a video that you're gonna watch and get super excited about and, oh my God, I can't wait to do this, right? It's not exciting, but it is, sales is fun, like once you're actually live, but learning like this video, it's not exciting. Guys, I wanna be realistic with you. 3 to 6 months, 100% possible, okay? I did it, although I did have a lot of experience before. I'd closed about 6 figures of my own before I started closing other people's offers. Within my first 2-3 months, I was making 30K a month as a closer, and I was working a couple hours a day, okay? So it's super achievable, and honestly, for anybody who is not going to build a massive business and is not going to have like a 5-year plan to build an agency, which is typically the length of time it takes to build 7 figures and exit, I would say this is the best path for you guys. And honestly, if I could go back and not start an agency out of college and just start closing, I probably would have made a lot more money by now. And the simple truth is, you don't have service delivery. You don't have to deal with clients. You don't have to do your own outreach. You simply show up, you do your job, and that's it, okay? It's like comparing being a football coach to a single player on the field. That's not the quarterback. Quarterback has to do everything, but let's say you're a lineman. You have one job, block the dude in front of you, okay? Or you play basketball and you're a center. You have one job, screens, rebound, maybe score in the post a little bit, okay? That's your only job. It's a lot easier to succeed like that than if you were to take, I don't even know who a center in the NBA is right now because I don't watch it. Let's say, we'll just say LeBron, okay? It's easier to be LeBron and be good at what he's already good at, which is scoring, obviously being LeBron James and doing that, than it is for him to go and try to become the best coach in NBA history, right? So that's a bit broad of an analogy, but realistically, that's the difference between closing and building an entire business. One is super easy, and at the end of the day, you're profitable 100%. If you make 30K a month, you make 30K a month. I know people who have been trying to build an agency for 3 years and they still don't make 10K a month recurring because they lose clients, they can't perform good service and all of that, right? So I don't know how long this video ran for, but guys, this is 100% your best path to making 10K a month. So you have a couple options the way I see it. You can do this yourself, take everything in the video, apply it 100%, learn on YouTube, watch my videos, just Google things, order books, whatever. Or you can get into some sort of a program that trains you, gives you people to practice with, gives you the best sales education that you can possibly receive, and then helps you get opportunities once you're trained. So that's something that we actually do. If you want to do that, you can check out the link in the description of this video. If not, guys, you can do this on your own. I did it without a sales program, okay? It just is a matter of how quickly you want to get there. 3 months, a lot easier with the program. 6 months to a year, you can do it yourself. It's just a matter of time and speed, whatever you favor. So I hope this is valuable for you guys. Was in a great mood today. I still am in a great mood. But yeah, high ticket sales, 10K a month, 3 to 6 months, follow step by step, learn sales, go find an offer on Facebook, get into an offer and at least get something on the table rather than looking for the perfect one, and then just work your way up. And that is that's the blueprint. So I hope this helped you guys. I hope this was short and actionable. But yeah, keep an eye out for the next videos. And please, please, please send a like to this and subscribe if you guys aren't. I'm really trying to hit 1,000 subs so we can start to really crank out the content and get things moving a lot faster. So any love I appreciate. But thank you guys, and I'll see you maybe tomorrow, maybe next week.